All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the lightweight division. Gervonta Tank Davis gives a message to Rolly Romero about Issac Cruz. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. We are in the lightweight division. Gervonta Tank Davis has a great solution to a problem we have at 135 pounds, and that is pretty much everybody that he already beat wanting to fight him. Last night, we saw Issac Cruz look very, very good in his second consecutive knockout that he's had since losing to Gervonta Davis in a very, very good fight that took place. I think that was I'm pretty sure that was in 2021. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And he has a solution to the last guy that Gervonta Davis beat, which was Rolly Romero. Before I get into that, though, let's welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. All right, man. So we got a lot of action in the 135 pound division. It may not be the action that everybody wants to see, which is the guys at the very top level of the weight division fighting each other. And by that, I mean the undisputed champion, Devin Haney, who has the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO belts. Errol Spence Jr., excuse me, wow, I said Errol Spence Jr. Gervonta Tank Davis, who has a WBA regular belt. And then, of course, there's Vasily Lomachenko, who's in line to fight Devin Haney in his next fight, right? Those, I think, are, pretty much consensus of the top three guys in the division. However, underneath those top guys, there are a lot of really, really solid fighters. One of the guys who was very underestimated until very recently is Issac Cruz. Issac Cruz, Pitbull Cruz is the name, alias he goes by, Pitbull Cruz. He just fought on the undercard of Luis Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz. And I do believe he got it was a spectacular second round knockout, just kind of ran through the guy. Before that, he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa and knocked out Yuriorkis Gamboa, right? Just looks very, very, man, looks like a very good fighter, man. Very, very underrated fighter. A lot of people, when Gervonta Davis fought him, when Rolly Romero originally had pulled out of the fight last year. I do believe I think that might have been in the December. Was that in the December timeframe where Rolly Romero was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis, but Rolly Romero had some out of the ring type of drama. I won't even say issue because it didn't wind up hitting him, but he had to back out of the fight and not too long amount of time before the fight took place. And then so Issac Cruz stepped in. Issac Cruz went 12 rounds with Gervonta. Was the first guy in a very long time to go 12 rounds with Gervonta. Looked good in it. My personal opinion was I thought that Gervonta won that fight going away. Gervonta hurt his hand in the fight, and it was pretty obvious that for at least the last several rounds that Gervonta was, just fighting really pretty much with one hand. But regardless, good showing from Issac Cruz. Now, Gervonta Davis was ringside for the fight with Cruz against, and I can't recall the name of the guy that he fought, a journeyman type of guy that he ran through. Gervonta Davis, the crowd was yelling at Gervonta like they put the camera on him and say, we want Gervonta, we want Gervonta. And then Gervonta was like, nah, not going to happen, right? But then the response that he had afterwards was, look, man, I know who doesn't want to fight Issac Cruz because Issac Cruz, because this guy doesn't have a chin. And that is, and he's talking about Rolly Romero, the last victim of Gervonta Davis who got knocked out in 6 rounds. Ironically, as well, it seems like anytime Gervonta Davis has a fight where the other guy throws a punch, Gervonta had a lot of difficulty with the fight. I didn't see that. I saw Gervonta pretty much setting him up from round 1, right? Now, there were some straight punches that Rolly Romero, through and landed in the fight, but pretty much Gervonta Davis set him up, wound up catching him with a counter left hook off the ropes, knocks him out. But Rolly Romero's running his mouth about wanting a rematch, same way that Issac Cruz is talking about having a rematch with Gervonta, and Gervonta saying, "Look, man, how about you guys fight each other?" And I'm going to tell you, I think that would be that would be a lot of fun to see Rolly Romero and Issac Cruz fight each other, to see if one of those guys can get a rematch with Gervonta Davis. Now, Gervonta Davis is going to be fighting in December, and so it's not going to be Issac Cruz. It's not going to be Rolly Romero because he just fought Rolly Romero. I've said who I thought it could possibly be, which is Giselle Corrales. Almost nobody agrees with me, even though if you look at that WBA rankings, you look at the availability of the fighters in the top 10 of that ranking, only guy ahead of Giselle Corrales is Ryan Garcia. And I don't care what Ryan Garcia says. I don't care what Gervonta Davis says in their Twitter beef back and forth. I'm chalking that up to just Twitter talk until I see that fight signed. So for example, there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight, I don't believe it. I don't want to hear about it." I'm a diehard on it. I'm going to talk about it until we know for sure it's not going to happen. At that point in time, when you tell me that these guys are going to actually fight somebody else, I'll hold out hope. But I am not going to take that stance with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, because Ryan Garcia's own trainer, Joe Goosen, said that he didn't believe that Ryan Garcia was ready for the fight. Oscar De La Hoya is asking for 50-50 purse splits, and the fight has to be on both the Zone and Showtime, which is a no starter. You got a young kid in Ryan Garcia who is doing very good numbers as far as selling tickets. I can't say what his viewership is over on the Zone, because you just don't have any real visibility into what's going on in the Zone. But this kid has too much potential to get thrown in there too early with a guy like Gervonta Davis, who's very, very seasoned, and until they really feel comfortable that his chin is not going to be up there in the air waiting to get caught, So since that fight's not going to happen, I think Giselle Corrales is going to happen, but I know neither one of Rolly or Issac Cruz's fights is going to take place. But that is a great match to be made, because Rolly Romero is a lot of fun before the fight. Listening to him before the fight. Issac Cruz is a lot of fun to watch in the fight. He's like the king of the haymaker. And both these guys are very, very big punchers, right? So either one of these guys can knock out the other guy and make it a very fun, spectacular fight. So I hope that they they do that. Now, for Issac Cruz said that if he can't get Gervonta, he wants to get the fight with Devin Haney. That's not going to happen, because Devin Haney's tied up with 2 more fights, and after that, more than likely, he's going to lead a weight class. And then those belts are going to get available, and he's in the WBC, so there's a good shot that he'll get a shot for a WBC belt after Devin Haney vacates it. But I like Gervonta Davis's idea about those guys fighting. I think that would be a lot of fun, entertaining, and it's a doable fight, because Rolly Romero's dream of going up there and fighting Errol Spence Jr. ain't nothing but that. Cut it out, dude. Stay where you are, man, because that ain't going to happen. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.